Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Modicon EdgeIO training. I'm your host, Leandro Mala, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can connect the Modicon M580 to the Modicon EdgeIO using as a generic Modbus device. Okay, so let's go to the software. So this version I'm using of the Control Expert is the 16.1, and this one doesn't have the DTM in order to easily exchange information with the EdgeIO. That's why I'm using the generic one. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is to use the web interface. So security admin, I'm going to configure this. I believe it has a factory reset, that's why I'm using this 10.10 and the 4 digits of the straight. So how do I check this? Hopefully, but not the IP address. Good. So what I'm going to do is to check which is the actual configuration of the island. Okay, it doesn't have any configuration. So what I'm going to do is to scan and create. So I'm going to scan the devices what I have. So that's my whole configuration, okay, or my whole hardware devices. I believe I got that one. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is to download, but just these two, the digital input, digital output. Remove, 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 and remove. So we can make it simple. Then what I'm going to do is to change the IP address 192.168.1.12. It's the IP address that I have assigned for this one. 255.255.0. Then I'm going to use the one that I have for my router 1.2. And the communication is going to be ModbusTcp. Okay, so build configuration. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to download this to the target. Download. Okay, that one model is not configured. No worries. I'm just going to play only with the first two models, the IOs, just to show. You can see there is some LED showing that it's not configured. It's in the hardware, it's located, but it's not configured. Okay, good. So this doesn't matter because I need to access again with a new password, with a new IP address. Advanced. You can see that I have a new IP address. Then after it loads up, security admin, administrator 1. You can see in the previous videos that the default password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 A's, and then it will ask you to change it. I change it for this one, but the user is the same. It's that one. I'm going to log in into this version. You can see that I have these two devices are going to be online with the unit. Here in diagnostics, you can see that I have these two, it's okay, but these one are not connected, are not configured. So once you configure your island, you should be able to see this, the registers. Okay, starting with this position and the outputs on this position, and that this is the size. Okay, and here we have the possibility to see the status of everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to open the Control Expert and use the NOC connected to this device. So Control Expert here. I opened it 2 times. There we go. So I'm going to connect to the existing project, going to upload it. I don't know what is in there, but let's see. So right now I'm connected to the service port of the NOC on my M580 solution. Wait for it to finish. Good. So at this time, I believe you know how to configure the NOC and everything. So this is my architecture at the moment. Okay. And I'm connected over here to the service, and I'm going to connect here the Modicon EdgeIO. I have a lot of things in the network, but the idea is to be connected over here. So build tools, DTM browser. I have this ATV. I'm going to delete it. Delete. Show. Yes. And here I'm going to add. I'm going to add the model device, add DTM, my EdgeIO. Okay. Now that I have this device, I need to configure where to read information to. So if you double click over here, there is nothing to show, which is fine. So what we need to do is to open this one for the NOC. On the NOC, we just need to go here at the bottom on the device list and check for the new IP address. By default, it just add 1, but in that case, I need to go to the 12. Okay. Enable, change this, sorry, disable, I don't want the ACP, apply, okay. I have the possibility to select this on the, my case is enable the backplane, so I can access also to the M580 if I need something, but in your case it will depend on what you're after. Okay, so here I have my device. Here in request settings, we need to add the register that we need to read from the Modicon EdgeIO. So just put myself here. There we go. So here we just need to add a request. Here on the read, on the right, we just need to check this part that we have on the Chrome. Administrator 1. So access here. Tab. Mistakes. Gotta be online. Here. So inputs are the readings. So it's 5391. 5391. 5391. 7 registers. And this one, the starting 0, length 3. If I'm not wrong. Yes. So now apply. Okay. And if we take a look into the configurations over here and select device DT, I have my EdgeIO all the things that I want to. Okay. If you want to describe this in a much better way, you can go here on request and select the things. So let's have a look. Inputs. Cluster status is going to be one word. Okay. CCS. Check the status. So it's going to be one word, 2 words. So standing for the word 5 and 6, should be able to see the values. So 5 and 6. Input. This is in bytes. I am wrong, these two. So this one, byte 7, I am wrong, 4, 5, 6. you are able to see that. So it's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So this one is gonna be input 0, 7. And this one is gonna be input 8 to 15. Okay. More or less one, that would be the idea. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's compile this. Disconnect from the device. Compile everything. If you go to the data editor, you should be able to see that variable name now. Input 0 to 10. Then we can check these ones. Let's try to have a look on that one. Output. Number 3 seems to be okay. Let's have a look. I believe that something's missing, but let's connect, download, and see what happens. I'm going to show this one, so you hopefully see more things too. Okay, good. So I'm going to animation table. Okay. Okay. Here you can see that I don't have communication. And the reason is that the cable is not connected. Okay, so disconnect. Going to connect it here. Okay, that should be it. Unless I'm doing something wrong here. Interesting. Let's see. So 112, 12, 9, 4. This should be working fine. Communication. I need to remove this one. Interesting. Let's see what happened here. I should be able to see this. Already department of TCP, and I believe security admin. administrator, you need to select to be Modbus. Modbus master. Let's see. Let's set up ModbusTcp server. This one. You need to be offline. Here, ModbusTcp. That changes. Okay. Now, there we go. So, I got this information now. Display format, binary. Okay. So, this is the last one, which is this one over there. I have a push button over here. So, this will change with the push button. Yep, you can see that change. I have a normally close, normally open. There we go. So you can see there that it's doing something. And if you take a look over here, it's physically doing something. So I also have a alarm here, silent. So should be something over here. I will trigger this. Binary. Maybe it's the last one. No. Okay, let's do this. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. One of those. Let's try the last one. Let me check. Maybe it is this one. This one should just say it here. No. Definitely one of these must be. Yes, it's this one. No, it's inverted. Okay. So basically the idea of showing this is that we can, there we go. Hope you just seen it. So just to recap, on the here, administrate one. It is important when you configure the item on the configuration. Top here, ModbusTcp server is enabled. Otherwise, happen what you saw before. Configuration on tab. I believe I need to be online here. You will need to change the IP address, select the communication protocol ModbusTcp, okay, and then you should be able to go on the island here to change this ModbusTcp server. On the Control Expert side, you need to also remember this. Here are the registers for inputs and outputs. Here you have the details of further information. This is always without using DTM. That's going to be available in the 16.2 Control Expert. Then here, just define the new DTM. So that's a Modbus device. It's going to be the generic one. If you look at the NOC, select that device, change the IP address, and then add here the request to access to that information. Okay, so this is how you can connect the M580, Okay, in this case it's using a NOC, but it will be the same for using a NOS, to connect to Modicon EdgeIO without using the GTM. Okay, just treat it as a generic device, like a third-party device for distributed IO. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.